Oh, hello. There we are. Thank you, Nick. And thank you everyone for joining us here today to celebrate this momentous occasion with Joanna and myself. Joanna, I still can't believe how amazing you look today, and I can't believe that I can now officially call you my wife. Bridesmaids, you look fantastic. Morag, Alan, Mom, Dad and Emma, you look great. And groomsmen, thanks for being here. Thank you to all of those who have travelled far and wide to be here today. We have the bridesmaids Laura and Isla from Canada. My mom, Dad, Scotty and Monia from South Africa. My sister Emma from the Netherlands. And Grandma Joan from Dover. That's Jana's grandma, not my grandma, before you think I've snuck her in through the Dover Channel. I would also like to wish a happy birthday to Alan for yesterday. Jake Wilson for today. And Hope, soon to be Bosley, for tomorrow. Still debatable on the surname tape. Thank you to Alan Beach, father of the bride, for everything you have done to allow us to have this wedding. From day one, you have made me feel so welcome, from hosting us at Christmas, always finding an interesting walk for us to go on, and of course enjoying a pint at the pub. If you thought Alan's unbroken 100-metre sprint record at Dover Grammar School was impressive, you should see the speed at which he can knock back an ale at the Muscat Brewery. I look forward to many more with you. Cheers to Alan. And to Morag, mother of the bride. Nothing quite like having a Scottish mother-in-law to keep you in check. In fact, I experienced the full wrath of the Scottish disciplinary measures when I left socks lying on the floor before Morag came to visit us one day. I think I'm still suffering with a bit of mild concussion. But in all seriousness, I don't know where I would be if I did not have you and Joanna organize life for me. Thank you for always making our lives easier, helping out with Bambi, and most importantly, keeping me up to date by tagging me on Facebook posts with anything remotely related to owning a pair of Crocs. You're going to be an incredible grandmother, and I'm grateful to have you in our lives. So, cheers to Maura. They say planning a wedding in general can be stressful, and everyone has asked me, what's it like planning one in under 2 months? And I can confidently say, I don't know. You'll have to ask the maid of honor, Alex. Alex, I don't know how you've organized everything while being pregnant and having a newborn baby. You are honestly a superhero, and Joanna and myself cannot thank you enough for everything you have done. If you don't decide to start your own wedding planning business and stay at Superdrug as a buyer, I just want to let you know that my brand, Vita Coconut Water, the second best-selling drink in the chilled juice category, and would be a great addition to your range. Woo! To my mum, dad and sister, I love you all so much, and so grateful that you are all here to be with us today, and thank you for travelling all the way. My dad is a Yorkshireman who moved to South Africa when he was 8 and met my mom, who is an Afrikaner from a family of 8 siblings, with all the men averaging a height of 6'4" and above. It's safe to say I've got the Yorkshire genes. Not only did I get the Yorkshire genes, but I think I also got the Afrikaans banter. The worst possible combo. I want to thank you for always putting your children first and raising both myself and Emma. Mom, you have always put others first and I have a heart of gold. You have taught me to treat everyone with respect, and as much as we are, because we are so similar, I love you very much. Dad, thank you for the adventures, from almost killing us both in the middle of Lake Victoria when you capsized the boat, doing a 90-degree handbrake turn, and having to be rescued by the French ambassador, who had some very harsh feedback. From our motorbike trips across Uganda into the depths of Africa, I've thoroughly enjoyed it and love you very much. And to Emma, the calm one in the family, I don't know how you've done it. Thank you for always being the peacemaker and voice of reason in the family. You have a bright future ahead of you in the Netherlands and can't wait to see it unfold. To my trio of best men, Nick, John and Craig, thank you for everything you have done today and organising my stag do. If it wasn't for Alan giving me tips on how not to end up in hospital on your stag do, I'm not sure I'd be here giving this speech today. John Hayden, where is he?
John Boy.
The Welsh rhino, who used to live in Sri Lanka. I remember when our teacher said we had a boy from Sri Lanka joining us in grade 9, and we were all expecting a tall, tanned and skinny athlete to walk through the door. Instead, walked through a Welshman built like Frodo Baggins. John, thank you for being our level-headed friend who's always kept us all in line and had our best intentions at heart. I can always count on you on giving me advice when I need it, and thank you for being a loyal friend. On to Craig, aka Baby G, aka Kilroy the Baptist. we became friends in school with a mutual love for music, starting our own rap group. We decided to let the people decide who was the best MC by organising a freestyle rap battle against each other in front of the whole school. Craig was up first and had a cheat sheet in front of him, but halfway through his rap, our headmaster, an ex-Zimbabwean special services soldier, walked in, who looked like he was having flashbacks from the war. He was so angry he made Craig phone his mom on speakerphone, making him read his freestyle rap out to her. It's safe to say that's the day our rap careers ended. Craig, we've been through the trenches together and I'm glad to have you in my life. And over to the MC, Nick. I remember our first day meeting you in grade 8, where you got kicked out of class for chirping the teacher, and I immediately knew we were going to be friends. Even I was lurking, that's when the lurking started. My favourite story about Nick involves a famous Springbok rugby player named Skulk Burger. To all the Brits in the crowd, you might remember the name from the 2007 Rugby World Cup, where you got a proper rugby lesson. A few claps there. So anyway, Skulk Burger comes to do a talk at our school, and while everyone is coming up asking for his autograph, Nick decides to go up on stage handing Skulk his own autograph. To which Skulk replies, "What must I do with this? Wipe my arse with it." Skulk had to write a formal apology to the school. But thank you for being here, Nick, and you are a great friend. And last but not least, the most beautiful bride in the world, my puppet, Joanna Catherine Beach. I still scratch my head at how you agreed to go on a date with me, let alone marry me. And to be honest, Joanna, it does seriously make me question your judgment. Joanna and I had our first date in a park during COVID, where we technically broke the law. That's not the only law we broke that day. It's just a joke. Jokes aside. But meeting you was the best law that I've ever broken. The next few months we were glued to each other, going on walks around London for hours on end, stopping off at new pubs and just chatting for hours. However, it quickly became apparent that we were a classic example of opposites attract. Joanna would ask me what my plans were on a random weekend 7 years down the line. And to be honest, I didn't even know what I was doing that Saturday the next weekend. We loved to daydream, however, and spoke about moving in together to the countryside and getting out of London. Joanna told me about a lovely little quaint countryside village called Maidstone. We ended up moving in together, and I quickly realized it was neither quaint nor lovely. In fact, on our first pub outing, a guy at another table hears my accent, leans over and says, "Oi, where are you from? Are you an illegal immigrant?" All jokes aside, I actually loved it, and I'll always remember our first night moving in together, drinking Malibu out of coconut cups and staying up playing music and chatting about our future together without a care in the world. My favorite memory of us together is probably your worst memory of us together. And that's when we got the sleeper train up to Scotland with Bambi and climbed Ben Nevis together. About 20 minutes in, Joanna picked up a little niggle on her ankle, and boy, did she let me know about it. "I hate this stupid mountain. Why have you made me do this? I want to turn around and go home." At one point, I thought she was about to push me off the mountain. So we compromised, and I ended up carrying her backpack with enough water to keep a small village hydrated. But we pushed through and made it up to the top of the mountain for Joanna to say, "Are you actually joking? The only reason I was climbing the mountain to make it to the top was because I thought you were going to propose." It was a long walk down. But jokes aside, Joanna, you're the most loyal and loving and positive person I've ever met. You're going to be an incredible mother and wife, and I can't wait to spend the rest of our lives together. Cheers to Joanna.